He's trying to die. What's he doing? Oh my. It's okay, I'll just do this. Dash attack. Okay. So I think the biggest thing that's happening right now, there's combo optimization for sure with Mithra, but also just overall tracking of where someone is going and making sure that you're right next to them as much as you possibly can be with Mithra. Of course, it's not bad. Like right there at the end, when I got that dash attack, the only reason why I got it is because I was as close to you as I was. Right? If I was like super far away, if I was Mithra, then sure I can get there, but you probably wouldn't have died. But since I was Pyra, I'm right next to you. You missed the F smash, I'm right there to get something. When I'm playing Mithra too, it doesn't matter really where you are. If you're in a juggle situation and I can't actually get up there to catch you, then I'm going to try and let you land somewhere, but be right next to you or right underneath you so I can get either a grab or a nair or dash attack, up tilt, something. A lot of the times what's happening when you hit me is I am able to mix you up at a disadvantage, or you're just relieving pressure. So this is going to be a practicing thing. This is like getting better aim in a shooting game. You can basically never have aim that is too good, right? This is just like you have to grind this for a very long time. But whether or not it's focusing up and trying super hard to try and stay right next to me or whatever it might be, just make sure that if you get me off stage, you're staying close to the ledge, you can get a ledge trap or you can get that down air. If I am on a platform, you're under the platform. Like, let's say if you're up on the platform here, I'm definitely not like here or here waiting for you to come and fight me. I want to be right here throwing things out and trying to pressure you. Also, if you're up in the air here too, I'm not going to try and jump up and catch you if I have to waste my double jump to get out there. You can just air dodge for free, or if you can just like drift away from me or air dodge like in a direction to get away from me, I'm going to stay on the ground. And as soon as you air dodge, if you go to the platform, I'm right here. If you go past the platform, I'm right here. Let's keep going. And I want you to try and pay attention to how I'm tracking you, but also how you should be tracking me. If you notice when I get out of things, if I mix you up, that's different. But if you just don't go to a certain spot, then I'm going to try and call that out too. Okay?
Okay.
Sour spot. Even like right there. If I went to try and go up there and hit you, if you nared, I might have got reversed. But I stayed close. I stayed under the platform. You actually did a pretty good job of landing like almost through the platform with your down air too, which is hard to do on your part. It's just unfortunate that you barely missed your down air. I got the F smash. Different.
Wow.
100% calculated. We all know this.
Red.
I had to do it, bro. Oh, it's not what I wanted. This was supposed to be Lightning Buster. Oh well. I got too crazy. Yep, nice. I'm dead. Wow, I died in at the end. I'm sad.
Ooh.
I 100% should have lived. I'm trolling. Okay, nice. Oh, I guess so. That's not what I wanted to have happen at all, but I guess it just worked out. But notice when I'm in off, or I guess in advantage state, it should feel oppressive. That's how people describe Mithra.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like, oh, okay, like now I have a chance to figure out a habit, or like maybe like get some air, or like get my jump back, or like not have to shield for like 1 second. It's like, no. It was maybe like 2 or 3 actual moments or actual seconds in that game, but we were genuinely back in neutral. And I technically didn't have to go back to neutral. I could have applied pressure. I just, maybe my tracking was off slightly. So instead of overextending in a bad situation, I just went back to neutral and then we continued on. But you'll notice too, it's like if I hit you with like a forward tilt or a dash attack or a down tilt into something, if the next thing is not going to be true, that doesn't mean I should overextend and get reversed, but it also means I shouldn't run away and then let you just get down. Because like, okay, well, it's not true anymore. I have to like be there for the air dodge, or for you to hold shield, or for you to swing and I shield and you land on my shield, or whatever it might be. And just continuously keep that up. I think one of the best things that we can do moving forward is just try and get these reps in so you can see it, so you can try to do the same thing to me or anybody else that you play with as well too. This is just trying to get to that next gear or next level for yourself to say, okay, I play at this speed, and to get to the next level, everyone plays at this next speed, so I gotta push myself to go even faster, right? That triple, he's different.
Ooh. I'm dead.
Oh, that was so nasty if I got that, yo. It was super unnecessary, but oh my. All good. Right. Oh, it's all good. I'm mashing. Right there, you gotta definitely do turn around up B. Since you're backwards, you're not gonna get up smash there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wasn't close enough. Got to go for it. Well, not that part, the first part. I guess one other thing is what's going through your head right now as far as just the game's general thought process, overall feelings, everything.
So I definitely agree with you. I feel like that's the like you kind of hit the nail on the head with the like feeling like it's oppressive thing. Like that's the point at which that's the point like that I want to get to where I'm kind of always there and I have an answer for whatever their option is. Yeah, I think it's just like maybe like it's just like not the easy answer. It's like I have to get my reps in to like kind of build up to be playing at that speed.
I think another thing too is also trying to identify what your opponent is doing as far as their attacks and then mirroring them with your punishes. So if someone makes a small mistake, you have to try and go for a small punish. So you can't always be thinking, okay, I'm just going to do whatever I want to do because I don't care what they're going to do. I'm not saying that's what you're thinking, but it's more so that if someone makes a small mistake with a tilt and you go for a smash attack to punish that as far as a actual punish, not a read. Let's say they tilt your shield. Well, I guess you could up smash that, but like if someone throws like a run up down tilt in front of you and you try to F smash them, they're just gonna get out of the way. But you could potentially get a dash attack or your own run up forward tilt or run up down tilt as well. Something that's also very quick. The more you can recognize, okay, for your opponent's going to do something that's relatively safe. If I just start swinging like huge moves, if I catch them, then it's great. But if I miss, they can now you're allowing your opponent to make mistakes and get punishes, even though they should be getting punished themselves.
I feel like right now I'm having like a big, like an issue where like right now I'm trying to like, I'm remembering something I think you said in a previous video where like you want to keep like the string taut or something. Where I'm trying to like stay kind of like in that range with you, and then because it's so different to like I guess how I'm like used to playing, where it's just like me kind of like waiting for a bigger opportunity and then kind of like using Mythra speed to get in. I'm just being like caught by things that I normally wouldn't. I don't know.
No, that's not wrong. I can say this as well too. At higher and higher levels of play, the margins become thinner and thinner. So, for example, at let's say mid or low level play, we could play neutral where you're over here and I'm over here, and then I'm gonna strike like this or like jump in with something right here, then just run away to here because this is where I feel safe. At higher levels of play, I don't have to run away that far to feel safe. I can go like right here and like walk like that, right? So if you feel like you're getting caught, or let's say I don't know, the pacing feels a bit weird, it's because of, like at higher levels of play, if someone has better reaction time or not better reaction time, but they're reacting to situations more appropriately, I should say. Or let's say they have confidence in their spacing, they're actually landing their hits, they know how to follow up properly, they're predicting what you're going to do better. If they're doing better at all those things, they don't need nearly as much space, because over here, this feels safe because I can react to the situation a lot faster, or a lot more safely, I should say. Right? If you go for an F smash over here, it's like, okay, I can go over and maybe do something. But if you're right here, if I predict the F smash, if I want to get like my own F smash, if I run all the way to here, yeah, I'm safe. I didn't get anything, so I got to try and stay close. and keep that
Yeah.
neutral as, like, I guess in this situation, having that taut rope much shorter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the video you're referring to is the Mega Man one, right? And
Yeah.
he also has projectiles too. We have, or you mostly have speed. I have some speed with Marth, but Mithra definitely has speed as well. So you can stay a little bit closer. I guess he can also be a little bit further away since he does have the speed. For Pyra, you definitely have to play closer because he doesn't have the speed. What we were talking about before, as far as playing Oppressive, that is once you've won neutral. It's not a constant, because I guess the gray area is play Oppressive advantage can also feel like playing like aggressive or reckless neutral and overextending until something happens. You don't want to do that. I can say if we were to look back when I was playing Mithra, I definitely was still trying to play safe for the most part. But once I hit you, that's when I didn't let up at all, right?
Gotcha. Okay.
So you can still get in close and play safe and not throw things out, right? But once you actually make contact with your first hit or whatever it might be, then you want to continue that. So if I, like, let's say, hit you with a fair, that is back away. It's like, well, I shouldn't have done that. I should have gone for a fair dancing blade or fair into down tilt, and then push you along the stage and then try to get an eventual ledge trap, right? Versus like hit you once and then back off and then, well, that was scary. Let's try it again. Okay, that was scary. That was scary. Keep on doing that. Like, you can win doing that, but I'm trying to make it like, let's say, oppressive. I'm trying to make it so that if you make a mistake, it's a huge deal versus saying, oh, you got like backhanded once and now you're basically going back to neutral.
Okay.
So yes, it's patient and safe neutral, then it's aggressive and oppressive advantage state. Okay, that's also switching gears as well too, to say it's time to play very safe. I guess, I don't know, I've been thinking about like different analogies for this. I'm definitely not a fishing guy, but if you've ever gone fishing or watched someone fish, it's the same thing. You could be sitting in a boat for hours and nothing happens. But as soon as it's time to actually catch the fish, you got to go balls to the wall and try and reel this thing in.
Yeah.
Right? So neutral could be this for quite some time before anything actually happens. And then once you're in, it's like, okay, time to execute this combo and not mess up. And then read air dodges and double jumps and be oppressive to get someone into a tech chase situation, ledge trap situation, getting regrabs, whatever it might be. And then you go back to fishing again because now you're just back to neutral if that's the situation. There's very few 0 to death situations or even clips where the 0 to death itself is like 40 seconds. Most 0 to deaths are nearly 5 to 7 seconds because they just did everything right and just destroyed the other person. Right? Maybe 10 seconds max. But it's not like, oh, 0 to death, 45 seconds. Like, that doesn't really happen. It can, but like, that's not really. It is a 0 to death by definition, but it's not really like, it wouldn't be clipped, I guess you could say.